Hey guys, what is going on? In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the rumors for the iPhone 8 and the Samsung Galaxy S8, looking at the specs and see which phone you should buy. So it is that time of year again. Starting now and within the next couple months, we're going to see a ton of rumors for the next smartphones. And guys, this year is going to be the biggest year we've had so far with smartphone releases. Over this past decade, we've seen so many different changes to smartphones. And this year, some of these top brands are going to be releasing some amazing smartphones, and I cannot wait to see them. Although LG and some other brands do have some phones coming out this year, today's focus and spotlight is going to be on the iPhone 8 and the Galaxy S8. So right here, you can see a side-by-side image of what these two phones are most likely going to look like. Now, of course, we are early in the stages of these concepts, so they may change a little bit or a lot of it, who knows, but this is most likely what we're going to be looking at as far as the rumors that we've heard and seen. This is probably going to be the Galaxy S8 and the iPhone 8. Now, when you're looking at these two devices, look how much they resemble each other. They both have bezel-less displays, no home button. The borders on the phone almost look the same. Obviously, in this picture, the S8 is curved, and that could be the S8 Edge. We're not really sure yet. All we know is this is the best mock-up we have so far of the S8. But before we go too far, and let's break it down, starting with the Galaxy S8. So here's what we have so far on the Galaxy S8. Right here is a side-by-side of the S8 compared to the S7 Edge. Now the S7 and S7 Edge were a 5.1 inch display versus a 5.5 inch display, and the S8 and S8 Edge are rumored to be a 5.7 inch display and a 6.2 inch display on the Edge version. The rumored specs for this device is a Super AMOLED display with 1440 by 2560 resolution, Corning Gorilla Glass 5, which is going to be nearly unbreakable, a Qualcomm Snapdragon 830 processor. These devices are rumored to be coming in a 64GB and a 128GB internal storage, with of course the option to upgrade with a micro SD card, and 8GB of RAM. Similar to the S7 and S7 Edge, the camera and video quality may be slightly improved, but there isn't much rumored about what they're going to be doing with that as of this time. And as you can see, there is no physical home button in this picture. Of course, we will most likely see USB-C, which is what a lot of devices and laptops are going to now. Earlier on in 2016, Apple was rumored to have ordered tons of 5.8-inch AMOLED displays. So there's a very good chance we're going to be seeing that with the iPhone 8, which will be the first time Apple has used an AMOLED display in their mobile devices. We've got an edge-to-edge bezel-less AMOLED 4K display, 5.8 inch on the iPhone 8. Now, as far as the processor goes, there's a lot of talk about this going on right now. So the iPhone 7 Plus has the Apple A10 Fusion processor, and it's a pretty fast processor. I've had zero complaints as far as speed goes, but it's also rumored that Apple's going to be releasing an iPhone 7s version alongside the iPhone 8 with a smaller display rather than the 5.8 inch display. And that iPhone 7s is rumored to have an A11 Fusion chip. So the iPhone 8, there's a good chance they may have the A12 Fusion chip, which is going to be 30% faster than the iPhone 7 Plus, which is already crazy fast. But if it's going to have an AMOLED display, better camera, and some other things, we might as well have a faster processor. The iPhone 8 is also rumored to have an all-glass body, similar to like the iPhone 4 and 4S, if you remember how that back was. It was glorious, and I've always wished Apple would go back to that, and there's rumors that they are going to be going back to it this year. And similar to the Galaxy S8, as you can see in this rumored picture, there is no physical home button. And yes, the iPhone 8 as well is also rumored to have USB-C. They've already converted the new MacBook Pros and MacBook 12-inch Retina displays over to this USB-C, so I can almost guarantee you the iPhone 8 is going to have this as well, which actually would be fantastic. So whenever you travel or go anywhere, you can use one cable to charge your computer, charge your phone, charge your tablet, everything. One cable. I'm excited for that. Now, this rumor's kind of on the probably not so true, but who knows? It's also rumored that it may have wireless charging. I'm not too concerned with that personally. I'm most likely going to have mine in a physical cable. The only time I would like wireless charging is if I don't have to have it physically touching that pad. If there's a way where they could do it where you don't have to physically touch it and not get a ton of radiation, sure, I would love wireless charging. But that's probably a few steps into the future. I don't think we're going to see that this year. And Apple's rumored to stay with the same 64, 128 gig, and 256 gigabytes of storage. Now, as a completely unbiased decision, which one would fit your needs best? As of now, both the phones are going to be waterproof. There's no confirmation of what type of glass is going to be put into the iPhone, whereas the S8 is most likely going to have the Corning Gorilla Glass 5, which is nearly indestructible. It is extremely strong. So if you're someone who drops your phones a lot, S8 is most likely going to be something you're going to want to look at. The new AMOLED displays are going to be very similar. If Apple does roll through with these AMOLED 4K displays, the displays are going to be near exactly the same on the S8 and the iPhone 8. The iPhone's gonna be a 5.8, where you're gonna see with the S8 a 5.7 and a 6.2. So there's a lot of different options here. The best way I'm gonna be able to pick this next smartphone is to play with both of them. They're gonna be so close this year. There's so many comparable and competitive specs. I'm just gonna have to play with them and just see which one feels better. Because at this point, they are so similar, it's gonna be a hard decision. Either way, I'll probably end up with both of them just so I can try them out and review them. But we should be seeing those launching and being announced later on this year. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please click that like button, subscribe, comment, and follow me on Twitter at JB_iPhone5. I love talking with you guys on there, so please shoot me a tweet after you've watched this video. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.